All right, welcome to video 2 in the new location. I bet that damn clown tries to take up all the spotlight again like he always does, Pennywise.
I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO.
Well, folks, it is a snow day. I am getting ready for literally no reason. I don't know if I'm going to stream or not because honestly, I do feel kind of like hot trash. I'm sick. So it's like snow day and you're ill. Double homicide. Anyways, I thought it would be fun if I slapped on some makeup and talked to you about one of my favorite movies. As per usual, nothing that I put on my face will be linked in the description box below, but if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask and I will answer. And I will probably answer with the name of the product and the link of it, which will in fact be affiliated. So that means I make some money. And I know that you hate that, but that's where we are. Capitalism got us all by the time. Short and curlies is what I'm gonna say. You know, I finally fully understood that phrasing, like the short and curlies, and then I was like, oh. Anyways, today I want to talk to you, considering it's a Valentine's Day, I want to talk to you about one of my most favorite romantic movies ever on the planet of romantic movies. Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I? I don't think so. Anyways, I do not have like I don't really have anything new right now, even though I did anxiety buy probably 4 foundations, and after the snowstorm they'll be coming and we'll just make do. I love foundation, y'all. I love foundation more than most things. Ooh, I don't think I like that shade. You know what? Let's see what it do. What it do. It's probably gonna look bad. I think I've made a mistake. Oh, no. I'm fine. Anyway, one of my most favorite romantic movies, rom-coms, I guess. I don't know if it's a rom-com per se, but one of my most favorite ones of that happens to be a movie called Mr. Right, starring Anna Kendrick and Sam Rockwell. I want to say Rockwell. Is it Rockwell or is it Rockwall? You know what? Editing me is going to correct it at some point, and that is what we are going to live with because I don't know. Also, why is my other television so loud? We're going to pretend like, listen, hold on. Now, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Anna Kendrick is on the no-fly blacklist, and so I'm not sure. Somebody let me know, but I feel like something happened with her where we found out she was like, ah. So anyways, but I still love this movie. You'll have to, pry it out of my cold dead hands. And the reason I say this is because I don't like Pitch Perfect, any of them. They're musicals, and I don't like musicals. So please, don't be like, but what about Pitch Perfect? You can keep that. You keep that. I don't want it. Anyways, this is only the second video I filmed here, so once again, I'm sorry if the sound is not great. I hope that the lighting is decentish. Let's do a thing. Also, I'm gonna I gotta figure out what palette I'm gonna put on my face. I'm gonna try this Bad Witch Club palette one more time because I just don't know why it sucks so bad. Anyways, I just need to see, you know what I mean? Again, for myself. Hair, by the way, we're doing things. I'm working on a thing, and we'll see how it all works out. Anyway, so this movie stars those two, Anna Kendrick and Sam Rockwell. I don't remember their character names, and it actually doesn't matter. I'm going to call them by their real names. It'll be Sam and Anna moving forward, and Tim Roth is going to be in it, and we'll also call him Tim or Tim Roth because his swagger is just kind of unparalleled. I have found that odd little man to be just really attractive. It's something about the way that he always kind of like. It's swagger. You know what I mean? He has a way of go watch Lie to Me on Hulu. Go watch anything he's in. He has this way of moving that kind of makes your parts tingle. Anyways, but the movie begins with Anna getting ready, and she's really excited. It looks like she's putting together a real sexy time with her mans, and I'm like, girl, do you have a good whatever it is that you're gonna do, you know what I mean? She's like, we're gonna have fun. It's like my mans. I'm like, brr. But of course, because this is a rom-com, it can't go well, so obviously he comes into his apartment just mugging down with another girl, and then proceeds to have the nerve to try to be like, hey, I got an idea. No. Here's the thing that I do love is Anna Kendrick's character goes in into, like, she goes back home and she's like just in her closet, which I was like, you too? So anyways, you know, whenever things get stressful, like the closet is just like such a warm,
Okay. You don't even know me.
Safe.
No, this is my whole zone.
Inviting space.
You stop judging me, because these are my favorite socks.
Dark and cozy.
And I've only been drinking for 2 days.
And like you can just work out your problems in there. Anyway, her friends are trying to get her out. But then, you know, she goes from being sad to like rager. You know what I mean? The rager sitch. Do we want to put foundation on this face, or are we just gonna let it be like it is? Let it be, let it be. Anyways, so for those of you who are hoping for like a quiet time, I'm so sorry. Quiet is not a thing that I do well unless I'm attempting to do an ASMR video, in which case I can be very, very quiet. Anyway, so they're out, as girls tend to do, and they're raging. And just like, okay, sorry, I was trying to start doing the like movie from Blade. Anyways, Blade is still one of my all-time favorite movies. It will never end. Anyways, she ends up running into Sam Rockwell, don't know. And he's kind of magical. You know what I mean? He, but before she runs into him, we do see him in his natural habitat of being a murderer. I'm so sorry. Listen, here's what happened. He is a hitman, and we start finding out that he's a little unstable. And what he has been doing is being a hitman, and anybody who hires him as a hitman, he kills the person who hires him instead, because he's like, yeah, killing is wrong. Bad, wrong, bad. Listen, if you know that movie, you know, comment below. Anyways, so when they meet, I feel like, I can never remember if they meet like right after he killed somebody or not. I really don't know. Anyway, the point is that the two of them do meet. And that is the point of the matter, is that they do end up meeting. They do end up being like, and she doesn't know that he's a hitman at the time, but he like dances when he murders, which is so cute, honestly. It's so cute. And he puts on a little clown nose, like, are you gonna get murdered? Yes, babe. But is there gonna be some tap dancing involved? Also, yes. Will there also be a wonka wonka? Yes! Who wouldn't want to go out like that? I mean, not me because I don't want clowns to murder me, but still, you know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry, dude. So anyway, they end up, you know, sparks are flying, and it's getting real cute between the two of them. And he never doesn't like not tell her what he does. Do you know what I mean? But he doesn't like exactly say what he does. He's not like, I'm a murderer.
I'm actually on the run too.
From creepy guys like you?
Oh man, these guys wish they were as creepy as I am. International hitmen. Oh.
But they get real cute, and like they fall in love pretty fast, which is, you know, a thing that I really love in that movie. You know, like it's a fast kind of thing where he's just like, yeah, let's like go do things and spend the day together and make love. That part I could do without, but we could go and spend time together and just be like real romantical and shit. And I was just like, yes, girl, go be romantical, you know what I mean? And they're like falling for each other, and it's really, really cute. But then of course we're gonna need to like come in with something, which is the protagonist, you know, running into a problem with their love life. And what has happened is that these two dumb brothers, I don't know how else to explain it, but they are like a family, like a crime family, but they don't like their older brother, I guess, being like the head of the crime family now, and they want to be the head of the crime family. So they've heard that Sam kills the person who hires them, so they try to set it up so it looks like their older brother done this thing, which is obviously, you know, hire Sam to murder somebody. It doesn't matter who, right? Because that person's not gonna get killed, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be the brother. Meanwhile, Timothy Roth has just swaggered his way into the party. Listen, oh my God, that man. Something about the way he moves. I'm never gonna fully be able to explain it, but like, Anyway, he saunters in because his whole plan of attack at this point in the game is that he has to recover Sam back into the killer cabal, the killer coalition, the killer club. I don't know, the contract killer club. I know that just really sounded like KKK, but really it's CCC. CKC? Listen, I'm so sorry. Look away from me, but look back. Anyways, he has to try to get him back. So he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? And we're like, what? And he's like, what I'm gonna do is I feel like every look I make is gonna be purple until I feel better. Until my anxiety is under control, I will be making 1,000 different purple looks. And you, my dears, are gonna have to put up with it. So, you know, if you wanted something different, I'm so sorry. I don't have that in me today. Anyways, what ends up happening is that, Tim Roth. Tim Roth is out in these streets. He's trying to recover his asset, and his asset, obviously, I say obviously like you've been paying attention this whole time. You don't have to. I know you over there folding your laundry. It's fine. So anyway, he is trying to recover old Sam, but Sam is not really in the mood to be recovered because he has found love with the gorgeous and stunning Anna. We don't know if we don't like her anymore, Kendrick. And he's kind of alluded to the fact that what he does to Anna, he, being Sam, has been like, hey girl. And I have to tell you all these little pieces because it's not going to even make sense when I'm done. But the point is, this is a story about things so that you can do things in your home. And that's what I'm here for. Are you having a good time body doubling? Are you getting your dishes done? Did you get the clothes out of the dryer yet? I got you. Anywho's, so they're kind of, you know, doing their love thing. And he has sort of alluded to the fact that he's like, I murder people. But she's not really getting it. I think because she's used to, not needed, but I also think that she is used to the way in which like a lot of neurotypical people communicate, which is like a weird level of like trying to understand what it is you're saying underneath what it is you're saying, which by the way is a very difficult task. It's so draining and exhausting on all of us. Please, if y'all could just stop doing that, we would all love it. Anyways, there's a joyousness happening, and then he's like, hey girl, why don't, he being Sam is like, hey girl to Anna, he's like, why don't you and I go go spend the day together or something? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, because I really like you. And she's like, I really like you. And so they're both like super stoked to spend the day together, as they should be, obviously. And he's like, verbatim, he says, okay, well, let me go kill this guy right quick. And then, or maybe that's not what he says, but he basically says that he has some business to handle first. And Anna is like, all right, cool. And he goes over and he's like talking to a guy on the bridge. She can't really see it. We, the viewer, are seeing like what's happening. And he like, it's really this. He goes, pew, pew. That is the sound of a silencer murderer, okay? I should know I'm really good at this. Not in real life, in Ghost Recon. Relax. So anyways, she sees that and she's just like, oh no. Oh no. Not him murdering somebody directly in front of me, but his reaction when he gets back in the car.
Are you upset? Because I killed that guy?
I live for it. You know what? Maybe it was my fault and my poor ability to do makeup at the time that I was playing with this palette. We shall see. Because it's kind of cute now. Listen. As you can see, Sam was like super bummed that his girl was just like upset about the fact that he's a murderer. And I didn't really tell you this at the time because it doesn't matter because you can go watch the movie. It's on Netflix if you want to see it, if you have that. If not, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of other places where you can watch it for free. I can't breathe. Give me a second. But Tim Roth has been posing as a cop or like an FBI agent or something like that. Even though he is British. But he's been posing as like a guy from Louisiana, which actually his accent was not half bad. So anyway, he's been posing as this like guy from Louisiana, but you know what, honey? That's not where he's from. And he gets a beat on where old boy might be. And you know, obviously old boy being Sam. And obviously Anna is super upset. She's like, you know, crying or whatnot because she has discovered the guy of her dreams, it turns out, is a murderer. And she's like, oh my God, how am I supposed to keep my life going knowing this information? Like, what the hell? But Tim Roth actually comes and starts making it better, just kind of explaining the whole thing about how Sam has decided that killing is bad, bad, wrong, wrong, bad. And as such, has made it his mission in life. I don't think I like this one, but here we are. I don't think this is the one I want. Let's just double check. Basically, Tim Roth is like telling her that like, he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy, you know? Sam's not really terrible. He just like murders for money. Does that like disqualify him for being good boyfriend material? I think not. So...
No, this is gonna be tough.
Why?
I can't kill anybody. Last time I killed somebody, you really freaked out.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
she begins to realize that, you know, there are more important things in this world than worrying about bad people getting murdered. And one of those things is love.
Okay, now don't do that.
Don't you what?
Well, because later you'll
No,
say...
I'm not doing anything.
You trust me?
Yes.
You look hot.
So in the end, she ends up in a happy and joyous relationship with the one, the only Sam, and she shares his interests. They murder together with clown noises. Well, except she gets to wear cat ears, which good on you, girl. Now, one of the reasons I even want to talk about this movie in particular is because I've watched this movie several times, and it wasn't until like, honestly, I feel like the third or fourth time I watched it, where I was like, oh yeah.
That's why I'm single.
So here's the thing. I think that I watch all these movies like this, and then, you know, action movies, etc. And I began to realize that like I have a type, and the type is the bad guy, right? The bad person in every movie. Like if they are the bad person, I'm attracted. Are they a psychopath? Do they murder people? Will they burn down the entire world to save the one that they love, their lover? Yes, and that is what I need in my life. But it's unrealistic to have that, right? You know, it's unrealistic to have like, you know, a mafia, kingpin, cartel lover. You know, that's just like not gonna happen IRL for me because first of all, I'm elderly, so I've missed my kingpin window. But queen pin, person pin, pink, pink, pink is what we're looking for, which is here. But, all of that being said, I realize that is why I'm single, because I have a very, very active imagination. And in my imagination, my dating life is so much better than it is in real life. In my dating life, it is like, are you a vampire who doesn't date teenagers but dates adult age people? Great. You know what I mean? Are you a mafia boss who has everything except for love until you meet me? Awesome. Will you burn down the entire... Listen, I know they have this thing about like burning down the world, but seriously, in all of my like internal fantasies, burn down the world. Like they kidnap me and then it's just like they are willing to destroy everything to get me back. Do you know what I mean?
When he gets here, you better hope you're long gone. Because he's going to kill you.
No one in real life could ever measure up to that. Like... at all. The fantasy world I have in here, baby, you're not, like, they can't match that. You know what I mean? You can't take me on a romantic helicopter flight. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. And honestly, I don't want to go on a romantic helicopter flight because I'm afraid of heights and I feel like the sound really just upset me. But the point still stands. In my fantasies, I don't mind the sound. In my fantasies, I don't even mind the snooze. You know what I mean? Up here, it's great because I don't have to deal with the smell. I don't have to deal with the sounds or the uncomfortable eye contact. Jesus, let me just, ugh. So, you know, the point here is that I think there is a level of understanding that, like, my, like, romantic life in that sense, in, like, my imagination is phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's great. I wind up, like, happy. I am, you know, I can be both badass and the, what is that called? Damsel in despair. My lovers in all of these situations can be whomever and however I want them to be. They don't have to be human. They can be aliens, which, ugh, girl, aliens? They can be aliens, werewolves. I mean, regular people can't be werewolves. I mean, maybe they can, but it's weird because obviously you know that there's something going on. And that's a whole other kettle of fish. I get it, kinda, almost, not really. Today we're just gonna do mascara, not lashes, because where am I going? Absolutely nowhere. I'm just gonna have this bad bitch look on. Actually, I will Twitch stream for a schmidgen because I did do some updates. I added some sub badges, which I thought I had done, but I hadn't, so I added sub badges. And then I added some new channel point stuff, so I want to just like make sure it all works well. But yeah, I just think that, you know, as a person who is ace and also autistic and ADHD, this is basically how I manage to live my life in such a way that I do have a very rich romantic life. I think that that is the thing. I think that sometimes people hear ace and they think that like it means, especially if you're not seeing someone, it just like means that you have zero desires or any of that thing. And it's not that I don't have any desire. I just don't have any desire with another person, you know what I mean? Except for in one instance, but I'll talk about that in another video because this one's already gone too long. I'm just saying that IRL dating is super, super complicated. And a big thing about the fantasy world and the world that you build in your head is that everything is controlled by you. You know what I mean? You dictate how every situation is gonna go. I can even rewind situations and be like, I don't like how I played that out. Let me redo it. And then I do, and I'm like, that's much better. That's much more to my liking. I like the character doing this much more. And that character that I build for myself, etc., is like sometimes, you know, they're always based off of me, but they're like, better than me. They lead a better life than me. They're happier than I am. They don't have the anxiety or the stress that I live with. They're not autistic. They're not ADHD. They're just like a person who lives their life and they don't have to deal with all the messiness of actual capitalism, you know? And the love just gets to blossom and grow as beautifully. This is why I don't really like this damn mascara, because I'm telling you, one wrong blink and now look at me. I'm just gonna be for the rest of this video. Anyway, I'm so cute right now. Am I not? Anyways. I love you with every beat of my heart, and I swear. No, I wasn't singing to you, sir. Anyways, I found it. I found French toast. Look at me having the kind of day I wanted to have. It's not pink, but you know, it's like the pink that I want. You know what I mean? Because like, yo, I look really cute. I'm gonna take pictures of this. So you put this on, right? Okay. Then you come in with this now discontinued House Labs. And like, yeah, yes. Ooh, I like that. Not the lip, the train. I love that sound. Anyways, that's why I'm single. Go watch Mr. Right. It's a fun movie. And that's all I got to say about that. And you know what? I do feel in the mood to stream a bit, so I'm gonna go do that. All right, I gotta get out of here for no other reason than this video is long. And I am hoping that your dishes are done, your laundry folded, put away, taken out of the dryer, put into the dryer, put into the washer. I hope that your floor got swept. Your chores got completed. Tune in next time for another chore enlivening activity. And if you feel the same way that I do, put some stuff in the comments below. I'd love it if you subscribed. You don't have to, but I'd like it. You know what I mean? I don't ask a lot of you. You know, just like the video as well on your way out. But most importantly, a huge shout out to my patrons and channel members without whom I would not be able to continue to create this wild, weird, wonderful, wacky content that you see before you today. I hope that the sound was, you know, and I really need sunshine, honestly. I feel I function like a houseplant. If I don't have any sun, I just wilt. Causes me to fall outside of myself. Bring back the sun. All right. Till next time. I gotta go pass more gas.